All right, good morning. So I'm trying this angle today. Don't know if I like it very well, but I'm gonna do it just for a minute because yesterday I went fishing and my friend Julie and her mom met me down there for a while, so they were there when this happened. So I caught a pompano, which if you live in this on the Gulf Coast and the Emerald Coast, pompano is a sought after fish. It's very expensive certain times of year to be able to buy at the seafood markets, but if you can catch it, it is by far the best tasting fish that I've had down here that I've caught so far. That being said, a friend of mine, Larry Joe, gave me some red snapper that he caught about a month ago when he was out on a charter. So between the pompano and the red snapper, I am going to make a creamy white wine sauce. I'm not going to call it a fish sauce because that sounds like weird, but it's a recipe that I saw in another YouTube video a long time ago, and I went back and I found it, but there were a couple things in there that I needed to hack on it in order to do this fish recipe, and so I'm going to make this tonight. I'm not going to make it now. I have not made it, but it looks and sounds phenomenal when I watched the video. So it was on another person's YouTube fishing video. So it called for sugar, and I am replacing the sugar with agave, which I forgot to get out. I'm going to use the Madava organic agave to sweeten it. So why am I doing this? Because I know everybody says, oh, fish is so good for you, this, that, and the other, and it is. So if you're going to eat fish, the best way to get fish is wild caught. So the pompano is definitely wild caught. I know that the red snapper's been wild caught, and tonight I'm going to grill it probably. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to probably let Dawn decide how we're going to grill it, if we're going to do it outside on the grill or if we're going to do it inside in a skillet. Not quite sure yet, but I am going to definitely probably cook it in avocado oil, which is the oil, my preference, that you want to use. If you're using canola, peanut, or vegetable oil, you want to get rid of that stuff out of your kitchen. It's all genetically modified, and it all causes inflammation in your body. So just know that this recipe that I'm doing falls into my hormone zone and the red zone, and if you're in my program, you know what that means. What this means is if it's in the red zone, it's like some of the best stuff you can eat because you're going to get all your vitamins and minerals, a lot of them, in one bang. It is so awesome. And I love this recipe because this one will increase your progesterone in our hormones, which is what we need as women. We need that. We need our testosterone to stay up, and we are also keeping our estrogen down. You don't want to have too much estrogen in your body. If you have too much estrogen in your body, then it really throws everything out of whack, and that's where you really experience a lot of weight gain, irregular menstrual cycles. I mean, you just have a lot of issues. So estrogen's the only one you want to keep down. And then it's a very good regulator of your thyroid. So people with thyroid issues, this is a perfect recipe to help you out in that area. And I know some people get hung up on vitamins and minerals, like, am I going to get my daily vitamins and minerals? Just know with this recipe, here's what you're getting. You're getting a chunk of your magnesium in your body. You're getting a chunk of zinc in your body, which is great for your immune system. This is a big chunk of your vitamin D that they recommend. And then another one that you probably wouldn't think of is vitamin B6. And this is so good. This one recipe hits all that. And then on top of it, you don't have to worry about getting your daily dose of iodine because you're getting iodine from like the heavy cream. So don't be using your iodized table salt. You're going to be wanting to use something like pink Himalayan salt. So this is the fish. This is going to be your snapper. This snapper here is a thicker fillet. And then the pompano fillet, it is such a beautiful white fillet. This is it. Dawn filleted this. It is so soft. It is such a tender fish. This is a great fish. If you ever can get into pompano, you want to. So what we're doing with this is, this was filleted last night, and then we have been rinsing it a couple times, and then it's got some pink Himalayan salt in water just to keep it fresh. And then I'm sticking this back in the fridge when this video's done. I didn't want to keep it out very long. So with the white wine sauce, you'll see in the you're gonna see in the recipe description. I've not made it, but I know that when I did watch the video that the serving size on this is going to definitely be plenty for 2 people. But I'm going to choose to use a Pinot Grigio white wine in this recipe. And those of you who are sensitive to alcohol, just know that by the time you get done cooking this recipe, the alcohol is not going to be in the wine anymore. You're just going to have the flavor. I don't have an onion today, so I am going to be using, I'm going to try minced onion. This is an organic minced onion. I'm going to try that. And just know if you're going to use butter, you want unsalted organic butter. That's what this is. And then I prefer to use Himalayan salt because when you add the Himalayan salt to your recipes, you're getting vitamins and minerals that are natural to the earth, and you are putting all that back in your body. And if you can get rid of the table salt and even push I love kosher salt, but I only use it for certain things because this is going to be my go-to because it is so naturally pure that this just absolutely puts up to 84 different minerals back in your body. That is so passive. I love passive things you can do that are just so good and healthy for your body. And then I'm going to use minced garlic. Minced garlic is wonderful for women because it helps you with weight management, and it also is anti-inflammatory, so it's going to get rid of those free radicals, help get rid of those free radicals in your body. And then just make sure, if you can, most people can get this now, get the organic heavy cream. It is a little bit more expensive, but here's the deal. It's all about leveraging your food above the additives and preservatives, and if you can do it that way, you can absolutely change the state of your health, lose the weight, lose the fat. So I'm going to use just my black pepper. I personally like coarse black pepper, and I like to grind my own. That's just how I am. And then the recipe, like I said, did call for sugar to taste, but I'm going to be using some agave instead. I don't try to use a lot of this stuff, but if I'm trying to do a sweetener replacement, this is one of my go-tos. I only have a couple. I really try to stay away from them. And with this, like, I'm probably like using 5 or 6 drops. Like, this stuff is so sweet that you can't go you can't replace it measurement for measurement because it's like, gosh, I think it's like, it's it's 1.4 times sweeter than sugar. So, I mean, if you use a tablespoon of this and compared it to a tablespoon of sugar, you're going to be like almost 3 times the sweetness per measurement. So just be mindful when you're using this kind of stuff. And then I'm going to boil it. I'm probably going to cook it in my cast iron pan. I like using cast iron. I don't like using Teflon anymore because that heat draws those chemicals out, and I know that everybody likes the non-stick, but I really like my cast iron. It puts a natural iron back into my diet passively. And then of course I always use wooden spoons, things of that nature, or stainless, just because I don't want the Teflon and the it's just little things like that you don't even think about that can absolutely change and tweak things. So when I go back and I'm helping people tweak what they're doing, those are some of the things that I'm looking at. So anyway, that's going to be my recipe for today. Try it. If you guys try it, let me know. If it turns out good, it's going in the recipe book. So that being said, that's going to be my dinner tonight. I'm going to probably cook some, I was thinking about this. I'm probably going to cook some, I got these baby golden potatoes, and these are non-GMO from the United States. I'm probably going to cut these up, and I'm going to put them in my air fryer and probably make me some kind of french fries. And then of course I've got some broccoli in there that I need to get eaten so it doesn't go bad. And I know I've got salad in there, so we'll be having salad too. So anyway, this is a great meal. A lot of bang for your buck in this. No worry about getting your vitamins and minerals in this thing. Should be a simple recipe to do. You should be able to crank it out fairly quickly. So again, if you like this, share it. If you have any questions about it, comment in it. If you want to get into my 14-day program, because it's stuff like this for a limited time, I'm going to offer you the cookbook. It's normally in the full program, but for a limited time, as long as I'm promoting it, I will give you my recipe book. And right now it's close to 35, 36 pages, and if this works out well, this sauce, it's definitely going in there. So anyway, have a great day, guys. I will talk to you soon, and I hope you just have a great day. See ya.